Has low occupancy ever been a problem for you? Or even if it hasn't, but if it becomes a problem in the future, like what levers do you have to pull to fix that? How do you resolve the occupancy problem, especially if there's a huge competitor near you?
Yeah, price wars. Yeah, right now I do have a special actually in that town, half off first month. Yeah, I actually the one guy that just built a ton of units in there, I guess he's doing what was it? I think it's half off for 6 months. Like I don't know why he jumped to that. That kind of explains he doesn't really know what he's doing. But yeah, price wars. You can go into probably any big city, especially areas that are saturated, and just look at what those storage owners are doing. $1 first month, half off for the first 3 months, whatever it is. Yeah, you just run specials, you start dropping your rates. Occupancy is the biggest thing because, especially the big REITs, they just want to get you in there. Because guess what? Month two, month three, whenever your special ends, your rates are going up. So you just paid $75 for that unit for month one. However, now it's 125 month two. That's what they do. I don't know if they do it that quick, but yeah, they raise your rates all the time. They just want to get you in there
Hmm. Yeah.
because they know you're going to stay. It's a sticky business. Most people probably that rent storage probably say, "Yeah, I just need it for a month." 20 years later, now they've got 3 units. It's it's what happens. It's sad, but it happens.
Yeah. What are the most effective ways to trick people? Is it like that first month is free thing, or like I've heard somebody say they raise their rent $5 every month. So like it doesn't ever really feel like anything, but $5 month after month after month.
Yeah,
Is that like a legitimate strategy people use?
I haven't heard that, especially if they're set up on recurring payments. We all have some type of recurring payment, right? $5, we're not going to cancel anything for the most part. I'm sure there are people that do that. It depends on occupancy, but I usually do it maybe 2 to 3 times a year.
Yeah. I know when we were talking a few weeks ago, something that struck me was deferred maintenance and how much it's not actually a huge problem, apparently, at least compared to like multifamily residential properties. So if you have a facility that's kind of run down, maybe it doesn't look that good. Like, how important is it for you to get on that? Like, paint the whole place, put new doors on. Like, does that really matter? Like, does that give you the ability to raise rent, or is it smarter to just like, it's not a huge problem. It still works. It's just a storage room. Who cares? Does the market respond much to that either way, or do people not really care? They just want a dry place to store things.
It's all about market demand. That's the basis. It's all about market demand. If there's a ton of demand and no units available, it doesn't matter what your facility looks like for the most part. You can get full, you can keep raising your rates, whatever. Yeah, if doors don't work, that's a problem. You're gonna have to fix that. Actually, I was at one of my facilities yesterday, and I'm just looking around. I'm like, one, the colors are ugly. I'd love to paint it, but I just had an auction, so technically I'm not full. But my guess is in a month I will be full again, and not having to do anything like that. I do, put more stone down. I try to make it look the best I can, but I was looking around. I'm like, there are a ton of corners that are bent, damaged, folded. But and this facility's ugly. It's brown trim, yellow walls, and then the doors are white. And everything's faded. The latches are rusted, and we're replacing the latches as people move out. Um, but it's crazy. So this facility actually has interior walls that are wood, OSB. So very interesting. Yeah, there's a ton of demand. Yeah, demand's the whole thing.
How much is it to like if you wanted to repaint that? How many thousands of dollars would that be?
One of my good friends owns a painting company. However, he lives 3 hours away. I think he did give me a quote for that facility. So everything but the doors, and that's 30,000 square feet. I think he was around 15 grand maybe. I want to do it. He just didn't have time. He did paint my second facility. It was all block. It needed it just because paint was crumbling off. If anything, I need to seal it's actually concrete block. I need to seal the concrete block. So he did paint that one, and it looks a lot better. But yeah, as far as renting, as long as there's market demand, it doesn't matter. Like you said, it needs to be safe and dry. That's the biggest thing.